Right, this is a quick update for the last 48 hours and I'm not very bloody happy about it. Right, firstly, I've got setups to tell me that I'm not supposed to have sex at all. Full stop. Applying that you're over the age of 40 and that you're not supposed to have nothing at all. Nothing. Zilch. Then they're getting aggressive with the suggestions to tell me that I'm supposed to fancy a granny on a Zimmer frame or someone that's very unhygienic looking. Mostly timing ginger-haired ladies or the unhygienic looking type of person that has an offensive look, or the type that look like they're gonna chuck up and sneeze in your face, or the type that have like what looks like tomato ketchup around their lips and just look very disgusting to look at. A type that I wouldn't even sit at a dinner table with, to be honest. They're timing that sort in my direction and getting nasty, telling me that that's the sort that I should be fancying and having sex with. They're also telling me that if you look at anyone at the age of 30, that you're sick, you're sad, and getting really aggressive about it. But these people that are setting these setups up don't realise that they've had sex with people that age or under, or possibly even 15 years younger than that. And yet they got the nerve to insult me and to take the mickey out of me, nailing me as that sick, and getting aggressive about it, with suggestions like t-shirts to say, "K you down," to smash your head about with like a rugby ball, or to smash your bones up and break your legs and all the rest of it, when they've probably had sex with people in their teens and 20s. Most people in the world have had sex with a lady by the age of 30. So in some ways, with the suggestions of these setups and what people are telling me that I should up the age and that I'm sick if I don't fancy the older type, then that makes nearly everybody in the world a sicko. Nearly every person living. So what's going on? And the next problem that I want to mention is the increasing, in this 48-hour period, vehicles to smash into me, timing rough, negative, nasty people in my direction, timing coughing and sneezing in my face, continuing the loud bikes trying to get an erection, which is extremely bad, I might add. You can't even go to the kitchen, go to the toilet without that issue being caused. They're slightly down on timing lookalikes to people that did illegal things to me as a child tying to an erection, but it's still bad. Obviously with the weapon-shaped vehicles, the black and blue cars, the wording on vehicles, it's just outright malice, and it's all sexuality at the moment, telling me to up the age, telling me that I'm not supposed to have sex at all, telling me that I'm supposed to look at a rough skin face, not a smooth skin, and telling me that I'm supposed to look at homosexual attraction as well, rather than heterosexual, and to tell me that you're old and that you need to sort yourself out, and getting violent, aggressive, malicious, and outright nasty with the suggestions about it. And the next thing that they're accusing me of is something that goes back many years ago, which they were doing about 15 years ago, and it's this Sadie business. Can't give the surname for legal reasons, but I've never been with this Sadie. I've never had sex with this Sadie, and I've never done illegal things to this Sadie. And also another name that they're digging at again, which is Stephanie. This Stephanie's actually someone that I've been speaking to in recent times, but going back 15 years ago, they were accusing me of this and that with setups, and obviously that's not true. And also, I hate to say this, but even in just this 48 hours, they want to bring up the Ian issue as well. So, yeah, it's all bad at the moment. And digging at me to tell me that if I don't fancy people that look like my father, then I'm a sick whatever. But they're digging. They're not doing it in an insulting way. They're doing it as a staple to tell me that the type of attraction you should be looking at is how your dad looks. So they're using that as like to tell me that I'm supposed to fancy older faces, in other words. So they're not doing it in like a insulting or piss take way, or whatever you want to call it. They're doing it in an aggressive, nasty, malicious way. They're telling me, and they're making it clear that I'm supposed to fancy old people. And obviously when I'm walking into these sorts of ladies under the age of 40, they're all looking at me like a piece of dirt, and they're all saying that you're supposed to be with single parents that have children who are married with children themselves. And I'm thinking to myself, this is an insult, you know. And they're also telling me that I'm supposed to go with the negative, ugly looking type, and telling me all this and that. And just this morning I was told that I'm supposed to fancy this Lisa, the school friend I mentioned, telling me that I'm supposed to fancy that attraction regardless at this age. They're saying that's all, but they all look like that at my age. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you could allow some age gap, or allow me to have something that I'm able to fancy, considering I've had nothing at all in my whole life, and except having the piss taken out of me all my life. But anyway, it's nothing you can do about it, and that's the way they're going about it. So anyway, I'm going to cut the story short, because there's going to be a lot more stuff over the coming months or days or whenever I'm going to do the next video, and that's an update.